Fourth Wing. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, I can't possibly remember all of these characters' names. Good morning. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for this video specifically. This is gonna be like a little bit of a reading vlog, kind of also just a day in my life, because I've just been having like so many books I've been going through, and I kind of want to consolidate those into a separate reading vlog. But today we are going to start reading Fourth Wing. I have heard so many good things about this book series, the Empyrean series, I think I'm saying that correctly. And so many people have recommended that I start reading this series. So this morning, we're gonna have a little bit of a slow morning. I got up early today, which is good. We're gonna have a bit of a slow morning. So I was actually going to get the physical copy of Fourth Wing. However, I had already placed a hold on it in Libby a while ago, and they had a skip the line copy. So if you don't know what that is, that just means that like there's only a few copies where you're able to get them before the time of your actual like hold goes through, that you're able to skip the line. So I was able to skip the line, I think yesterday. I haven't started it. I just wanted to borrow it first, so I had it. So today we're just gonna get started and we're gonna start on it. I am so excited. I've heard so many good things. Also, I've heard that it's like mentally and emotionally like such a good thing to go through, as well as it's gonna probably give me like a book hangover at the end where I'm gonna just want more and more and more. So I just kind of wanted to document that. But first, let's make a coffee this morning so that we can have the day started correctly, and then we'll sit down and actually start the book. So I'm back with my drink and it came out really good. I'm ready to start Fourth Wing. I actually took a peek already at it. I just like downloaded it so it was available. But I did see that you can see like the map. I don't know if you guys can see that or if it's too dark. But I kind of love that they give you a map. I love books with maps in them. I just think they're so much fun. Like, oh, how do you, okay. Is there a way to like actually take a look at it? Oh, okay, I could zoom in. You know what? I'm just not gonna do that. I'm so excited to start this book though. It's literally like I've been waiting to start this book. I also really love the special editions of this book with like the sprayed edges of with dragons on them and whatnot. I think that that's so much fun. And not only that, but the Spanish editions, because like one of the things I personally want to do when I start to read my books, or at least ones that I like love and they're just a part of like my collection and ones that I would recommend to anybody. What I want to do is like, I want to get those same copies in Spanish, because I do speak Spanish and I think it's important for me personally to have both, like the English editions and the Spanish editions, because like I am fluent in Spanish, but I would like to also read them in Spanish. So I don't know, maybe it's like my own personal thing, but I just personally want to have both copies, like for only the ones that I have like a special connection to, or like the ones that are like my favorites. I want to have those in both English and Spanish. That way, like whenever I have kids, I want them to be able to read whichever ones that they want. So if they want to read the English ones, they can do that. If they want to read the Spanish ones, they can do that. But I would love to have like these special editions in Spanish, or at least if the Spanish ones are cuter, then I want the Spanish ones. If the English ones are cuter, then I want the English ones. Like it kind of does depend, because like I know that the Spanish ones for the Empyrean series are actually like bright colors. They're not like primary colors, or like pastels. I'll include pictures of them here because I just kind of discovered them, but I'm pretty sure they're like purple and teal, and I don't remember what the last one was. Maybe just blue, I don't remember. But they're just so pretty. So that's why I want kind of the special editions in Spanish or vice versa. depending which one's cuter. So yeah, let's get started on Fourth Wing. I'm so excited. I don't even know what to expect. And one thing about me, if you guys haven't already noticed, I don't really read the summary or the synopsis for books. Sometimes I do, like most of the time I don't. Sometimes I do, depending on like if it's a book that I like the cover of, or I've heard of the author, or like I have a gist of the idea of what the book would be about because of the title. I normally won't read the synopsis. Like I just, honestly, most of the time I don't read the synopsis. If I like the way that it sounds and it looks and it just everything, I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but like that's just something I gravitate to, those types of books. If it's something that like literally I have no idea what it would be about, I will most likely read the synopsis. Like the title doesn't give you any sort of like hint of what it's about, sometimes I'll read it. However, I did not read the synopsis for this. I've only heard the opinions of some people who have like shared their love of the Empyrean series on Book Talk and Bookstagram. So like I already have like my expectations really high for this series because I heard so much good things about it, and I am a little bit nervous on how I'm gonna go through it. If I'm gonna go through it quickly, am I gonna even want to go through it quickly, or am I gonna want to savor every chapter, every word, you know? So anyways, I'm just so excited. Let's sit down, read a little bit, see how it's going, and maybe check in. And then for the rest of the day, I do have some things I have to work on. I actually have to edit the video, the last video I filmed. That one's actually a reading vlog for me finishing the Bridgerton series. Sorry if you could hear that. They're doing construction or something outside. But I finished the Bridgerton series, so you know, I'm gonna be editing that one today and then probably uploading it this weekend on either Saturday or Sunday. Let's just go through this one. I'll share my thoughts and let's have a good time. I put some ambiance on so that we can get into the actual mood. I just searched on YouTube Fourth Wing ambiance, and this is the first video that came up. It's about an hour, so I thought that would be a good kind of like intro into the book before I do some other things that I have for the day. Does the same thing happen to you guys where like when you start a new book, there's like these characters, and sometimes you get introduced to so many characters at the beginning that you think to yourself like, I can't possibly remember all of these characters' names. Like you just hope that you're able to remember the characters' names throughout the book, because I kind of feel like that right now. Like I understand that there's a mom, Mira, and Violet. I think that's what's we're starting with, but sometimes I feel like I'm never gonna remember all of these names, and then like of course you do throughout the book, but that's just how I feel right now.